Today I'm attempting a jalapeno popper, but inside a sausage, cream cheese, cheddar cheese, fresh jalapenos, smoked bacon. This should be incredible, or it could completely fall apart. There are 3 things that I have to get right. I want little pockets of cream cheese, the sausage needs a proper binding to hold all these ingredients, and I want the flavour characteristics of a jalapeno popper to come through. If any of those fail, this doesn't work. Let's see what happens. Cream cheese. If I mix this straight into the meat, it'll disappear. No pockets, no theatrics, just the sausage. So I'm spreading it between baking paper, about 1 centimetre thick, and the plan is to freeze it solid, then break it into chunks, then add the frozen chunks into the sausage mix. Frozen chunks should survive mixing, and also the sausage maker. If this works, we get bold white pockets in the cross section. If it doesn't, it vanishes completely. Into the freezer, we'll find out later. If we're calling this the jalapeno popper sausage, bacon isn't optional, it's mandatory. Cooked, but not brittle. I want pieces, not crunch. Chopped into visible chunks, because if you can't see the bacon in the sausage, then what's the point? Cheddar cheese, I'm cubing this, not grating it. Grated cheese melts evenly and disappears. Cubes should melt in their place, and I want little molten pockets when we slice it. But visuals aren't everything. It's just one element of a good sausage. Fresh jalapenos, quartered and de-seeded. I'm leaving a little membrane in, enough heat to matter, but not too much heat because I respect my butthole. Diced up nice and small so they distribute evenly. I don't use fresh jalapenos often, and it's amazing how fragrant these are. I'm using about a 60-40 beef to pork ratio for this sausage. Beef for body and flavour, pork for fat to keep things juicy. Cubed and through the grinder. Now 1.5% salt by weight, this is where things get sciencey. Salt extracts proteins, and proteins create bind. If this doesn't get tacky enough, the sausage will crumble when we slice it. Back through the grinder, into a larger vessel. Milk powder goes in, this helps with moisture. Garlic powder, black pepper, now we mix. Bit of cold water goes in, mix again. It's starting to tighten up, that's a good sign. You're looking for it to turn sticky, almost gluey, but we won't really know until the end. Bacon in, jalapenos go in, cheddar goes in, mix that through. I'm not wearing gloves, and this was a mistake. My hands were on fire for the rest of the night. Now the frozen cream cheese comes back. Fold it through carefully. I need to work quickly now. If I take too long, the cheese will defrost and become soft before it gets into the casing. Into the stuffer. The cream cheese looks like it's holding. Put a thin casing on the horn and here we go. Steady pressure, not too tight or they'll burst later. Twisting up links. Looks like they're holding shape and there's no obvious air pockets. That's pretty encouraging. But structure isn't proven until it's cooked. After a gentle smoke and a finish over hot coals, we have the jalapeno popper sausage. Good colour, no blowouts, but this is the only test that matters. There's cheddar, that's good. There's jalapenos, even better. Cream cheese, I can't really see the cream cheese. It's not the bold pockets that I imagined. The flavour is actually very good. It's smoky, cheesy, the bacon's there. There's balanced heat coming from the jalapenos, but they are a tiny bit crunchy. And the sausage texture is also slightly grainy. That's the binding. 1.5% salt wasn't quite enough for what I wanted. It held, but not perfectly and didn't have that nice sausage texture. So here's what we learned. More salt for a stronger bind. Bigger cream cheese chunks for more visible pockets. And I want to get the jalapenos slightly softer. For attempt number 1, I'm genuinely happy with it. But this can be better. And for attempt number 2, if you want to see whether it will actually work, just subscribe and you'll find out.